Prior to exporting a routine, we should verify that it functions as desired. Otherwise, corrections will need to be made in multiple locations once we start importing the routine into other projects. To export a routine, we right-click the desired routine and select Export Routine. Then we browse to the location wherein we want to save the routine. Finally, we enter a unique name for the routine file and click the Export button. To import a routine, we right-click the program to which we want to add the routine and, through the Add expansion, we select Import Routine. Then we navigate to the desired routine, select it, and click the Open button. An import configuration window will appear, allowing us to configure the routine before the import. We should avoid pressing Enter on our keyboard when working in the Import Configuration dialog, as this will immediately import the routine. We begin by entering a unique name for the new routine. In this case, there isn't already a routine of this name in the program, so we can keep the same name. Now we can move on to configuring the tags, so we select the Tags category. In this example, the tags and program parameters do not already exist in the program, so we do not need to change the final names. Notice that the operation is create. Clicking the OK button, the parameters are created along with the logic. Now we can go through and connect our parameters as necessary. As one last step, we need to go into the main routine and add a JSR to our new routine. Now let's take a look at what happens if we import the same routine into the same program for a second iteration. So, repeating the procedure, we right-click the program and, through Add, we select Import Routine. Selecting the same routine, we click the Open button. Notice that, since an iteration of the routine already exists in the program, there is a final name collision and the operation is Use Existing. So we begin our configuration by changing the routine final name. When we click into another cell, we see that the operation changes to Create and the collision goes away. Now we can look at configuring our tag and program parameter final names. In the Tags category, we see that the operation for all of the tags and program parameters is Use Existing. That's because all of these tags already exist in the program. Since this is a separate conveyor, wired to separate hardware, we will need to modify these final names such that we create new tags for the second conveyor. Notice that we used 01 in the tag names to indicate conveyor 1. So we can just change the 01 to 02 for conveyor 2. And there is a Find Replace tool to help us with this task. We click the Find Replace button, and we are presented with a dialog wherein we specify search and replacement terms. In this example, we enter 01 in the Find What box and 02 in the Replace With box. Notice that within the Find Within section, final name is by default selected. Of course, we could use this tool to make adjustments in other columns as well, but the final name is what we want to change in this case. Clicking the Find Next button, the tool locates the first instance of 01. Clicking the Replace button replaces this single instance and automatically advances to the next instance. Notice that the operation changed from Use Existing to Create, just as we wanted. We can continue replacing individually, or we can simply click the Replace All button to replace all instances of 01 with 02. Once we've replaced all 01s with 02s, notice that there is one parameter left unchanged. Because this is the machine permissives and all conveyors will refer to the same data for permission to run, this parameter is left unchanged and it will not be created. The new logic will simply reference the existing parameter. Now we click the Close button, and since we are done with our configuration, we can click the OK button. All of the new parameters are created, along with the logic. Now we make our parameter connections and add a JSR to the main routine.